Hey everybody, it's your girl Indy B.
It's your boy Trey, and welcome our talented guest, Steven Christoper.
What up, y'all?
All right, Steven, before we get started in the interview, can you tell the people about yourself real quick?
Yeah, I'm Steven Christoper. I'm a singer-songwriter from Memphis, Tennessee, now staying in Los Angeles. And produce, sing, write, act as well. So yeah.
You do it all.
I'm saying,
Man,
really
listen, you
talented,
got to have multiple streams out here these days, for
Right.
sure. But for me, it's just, I think I'm just attracted to anything that's creative. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
A true artist.
Trying, man.
All right, so what are some of your strengths and weaknesses in working on your music?
I've never really looked at it as, strengths and weaknesses with regards to music, or creating, period. I think everybody has their way of doing things, and, you tailor your process to whatever that is, and just, make the best of it and make the best you can. So, I mean, I've never really looked at it as like, strengths and weaknesses in that way. I think everybody knows the things that they're good at, and then you just kind of stick with that,
So what would you say your creative process is like?
Oh man, so for me, I think when it comes to writing and producing now, that I've started producing my own stuff more than I was before. It kind of just depends. Sometimes it's the song first, sometimes it's the beat first. Lately, it's been with Single Minded, the beat came first. I found a really dope sample that's kind of like up underneath everything, and just kind of build everything around it. And I was, when I was making it, I was like, this feels kind of like, some 2000s Timbaland type, especially like on the beat side of it. And so, I kind of just leaned into that. And for the first time, I think in a while, I just, when I had the skeleton for the beat, I just got in and started just freestyling. And, it's like, and, a lot of times it starts with, just melodies. And so I put down the melody, and for a minute, I was like, man, it's just too simple. I was like, I don't think that's it. But it just stuck. And it spoke, for me, as far as the lyrics, it spoke to, kind of where I'm at, with, because I wrote it during quarantine, funny enough. And it talks about, being alone or whatever. So, I started with, it just kind of stuck with me. And then I kind of built on and realized that it was kind of, speaking to my mentality overall as far as, relationships and that whole thing. So, yeah, so I just, after I had the stems as far as what I was, the melody as far as the lyrics, I just kind of pieced it together over a period of time. And I guess that's one thing that some people, I used to think was I guess a weakness is, I'm not a person that sits down and in 5 minutes writes a song. For me, I write in the process of life. So I could be driving down the street and a lyric could come or a line, and it's just kind of like, all right, going back and piecing it in, or I'll put it in my notes, to for later. So for me, like I might write a song over 2 weeks, and I used to think that was bad, because being in the studio, it's all about time, and I would envy, or not envy, but admire the artists and songwriters that could write a song in like 5 or 10 minutes. And I've done it. I just didn't feel like it was my best work. I think for me, it comes best when I get the time to really live in it and sit in it, and just come to it, whenever it's flowing, So, but yeah, so just over a period of time, I wrote the song and then recorded. I record all my stuff myself, and then send it over to an engineer that makes it sound, pristine. So yeah.
It's always cool to know the creative process behind such a song, because it's definitely a banger. Like, that's a hit. You got a hit on your hands for sure.
Thank you.
So would you say you see yourself more as an R&B artist or a rapper?
It's funny, nobody's asked me that as far as the song, because to me, I think there are, a lot of rap influences in it, and in the stuff that I'm doing. especially like, you know, with what I listen to, it's, you know, really heavily influenced by rap. But for me, I think I am, you know, I mean, I know I am. I'm a singer at the end of the day. And, you know, I think, you know, in other stuff that I do, you'll hear more of that. And even like in some of the background and stuff, you know, you hear it. But yeah, you know, definitely more of a singer, but, you know, with those influences.
So let's go back and talk about your new single called Single Minded. What would be the meaning behind that song exactly? Like, would you say it's like would you add somebody at that song, like you talking about somebody, or is that like a theme for like breakups and just trying to get away from it?
Man, I think it's just, you know, it's more of a mindset at the end of the day, you know. In the song I'm talking, you know, it's not, you know, at any one person or any one situation at all. I think, you know, just being in relationships and going through them, you just kind of learn. And this is like for the first time in my life, I think, that I just really tapped in and focused on, you know, the things that I want, the things I want to do, my goals. And so, you know, it's just talking about not wanting to be distracted, you know, putting the time in to figure out who it is that you are and what the things that you like and, you know, taking care of yourself. In the second verse, I talk about, you know, basically self-care and spending time on on yourself. And I think that's important. You know, I feel like, you know, a lot of times in the past, you know, people have been super focused on love and whatever, and that's cool. I think, you know, if it comes to you, I think it's great. But I think overly putting focus on it is, you know, not always a great thing. You know, that's just where I'm at personally. And you know, all the songs that I created for the EP that I have just kind of are in that theme of just like, man, I'm into me. I'm figuring out like what it is I like.
I like that because a lot of R&B music nowadays is mostly about love and not so much about self-discovery and self-love. So I think that's great.
Yeah, when you talk about you know, rap and hip hop, I think it's funny. I was thinking yesterday, you know, Drake, I feel like had a big impact on R&B. You know, when he came in and started, you know, he was influencing with you know, singing with his raps and doing songs that, you know, songs that maybe had a little bit of rap, but it was mostly R&B. And so like he put R&B in a place where it's like maybe 2 years ago, people were like, oh, R&B is out, you know? And I think artists had to rethink, you know, their perspective and how they were approaching music to keep people interested. And so, like even me, like I just started listening to, you know, a lot of other stuff, you know, to kind of figure out what is my sound, what is it that I want to, you know, what is it that I want to sound like, you know, how can I make my own place in the R&B space. And like I said, it just caused or made artists explore other areas, and I think it made it better. So yeah, I think that's dope, and you know, the influence is clearly there, you know, with my stuff. But like I said, I think R&B just kind of got turned on its head, as far as, you know, just approaching stuff in the regular, you know, I love you or I'm heartbroken. Man, I'm having fun out here. Like I'll write about anything, you know, anything I'm feeling. And you know, it's great because there's no box anymore. There's no box as far as what you gotta look like, what you gotta sound like. I think it's more about, you know, who are you? You know, it makes it more interesting for listeners, because they don't have like just 2-3, you know, singers anymore or whatever. They have all these people and all these different genres that are mixing and bending and melding into one another. So it's more for the artist, you know, to explore. It's more for the listener to explore. I think it's made it better.
I agree. And the Drake aspect you were talking about, it's just like a lot of new artists are so diverse, like they can do all different genres. And I'm not comparing you to Drake or anything, but I'm saying like you have that diversity where you can like make an R&B or a rap, like you can make it sound however you want to sound. And I think that's dope.
Man, I appreciate it. That's a huge compliment. I really appreciate it, for real.
But tell us your like the overall theme of your new EP.
The overall theme is, so I moved out to LA maybe 2.5 years ago, And I think the perspective, like the experience overall, just kind of changed my perspective. One, has just got me more on my grind, and two, like I said, dating out there is wild, like for real. And I think, I think it may be because everybody's just kind of like focused on their craft, but also I think, sometimes there's a little bit of vanity, and it's about looks and clout. And so I talk a little bit about that on the EP. I talk about, again, just being single and enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, that's overall the theme. I mean, the EP is actually going to be titled Single Minded. So, it's right there.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
So what do you see your music career in 5 years?
Man, I just want to be touring the world. My biggest thing is, for me, performance and being able to, just, spread the word, have them drink the Kool-Aid. No, for real. Like, what's the point of, making songs if you can't, take it out to the people and get them on these stages, So, overall, it's just, to be a touring artist and, hopefully have a couple more projects out by then. Work with some amazing producers and other artists, and just elevate.
All right, Steven. So I know you from Memphis and everything. Is there any artists out there that you would want to work with? Because I'm a fan of a couple of Memphis rappers out there. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, it's funny. One of the first things I ever put out was a cover of Yo Gotti, 5-Star Chick. And so definitely, Gotti, Moneybagg Yo, Juicy J. I mean, I think that would be amazing. I think it's really dope to see the longevity of Juicy J, and his work with Meg and and just, I mean, Wiz, his own stuff. I think it's really dope. And so, the fact that they're keeping Memphis on the map that way, it would be an honor to work with them in any capacity, any way. So, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, hey, Moneybagg, you better pick up my boy Steven now. Go ahead and make that hit with him, man.
Hey man, listen, I'll get on it for sure. Make a dope ass look. I think it'd be cool. The vibes would be totally different, but I think, I'd love to put my own little sauce on it.
For sure.
Man, that'd be a major hit, bro. Cause y'all both putting some heat out there like that, and he killing the game right now too. Y'all put Memphis on the map for sure.
Man, I'm trying to get there, but I'm just thankful that people, and you guys included are recognizing the song and loving it. The response from it's been something totally different from anything else that I put out in the past, and I'm grateful. It's kind of all that you can ask for as an artist. When you make something that people respond well to it. So yeah.
All right, so we always like to play a game here on This Is R&B Unfolded. It's called Name That Song and That Artist, and let's see how you do.
Bet.
First song.
Yeah.
That's who you remind me.
Okay, you quick with it.
I do this all the time, actually. on live, so yeah.
He said he does this
for real. I'm telling you.
He said he does this for real.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I love R&B, so if this is an R&B song, I probably heard it.
All right, so we'll see.
Hey, you got that confidence up there now, Andy.
Right. All right, number 2.
Faith Evans Never Knew A Love Like This.
Love Like This.
Yo, he is on it.
Right, this man might be the GOAT. We'll see though. I won't give him that.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you jinxed my man, bro. Come on.
All right.
The speaker covering it up, Andy. There we go.
One more time from the beginning. I can barely hear it, but it's Solange, Cranes in the Sky. And that's with me barely hearing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, and then we can barely hear it, and he calling it out like that.
Tyrese, Sweet Lady.
Wow. I'm really impressed. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm impressed.
He's naming them like that, yo. He's on it.
All right, last one.
All right.
If you can go 5 for 5.
Neo So Sick.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Wow.
Hey, hey, Steven, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. You're the best person who ever did this game. There's no question about that.
Thank you.
If we had like a championship belt, I would give it to you right now. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, go ahead, flex on it.
No, I appreciate it. No, I when I tell you I love music, I love R&B. I'm a fan of so many people and just appreciate the art. So yeah, no, I'm man.
It was a pleasure to have you, Steven. We're gonna look out for more music soon too, man. I can't wait.
For sure. The EP is on the way. Like I said, I'm glad you guys are showing love to Single Minded. I'm really thankful, and hopefully I can collab with y'all even more in the future.
For sure, I can't wait for this project to drop. Everybody better go stream it. I'm sure they'll love it.
And let me just say this, ThisIsRnB has been a staple for a minute, and there aren't a lot of outlets that specifically tailored to Black R&B music, and y'all are holding it down, and people like me, we appreciate it. So keep waving that flag for us.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate that too, man.
Yeah, for
sure. Steven, let the people know where they can find you at on all your social media.
I'm on Instagram at Steven Christoper, just one word. Twitter at Steven Chris without the vowels. And, just on all the platforms, just Steven Christoper, Spotify, Audio Mac. Single Minded is actually trending on Audio Mac right now. So, if you can go there and give it a couple plays, that'd be, a lot of love. And yeah, more music coming really soon.
Hey, let's go, man. Everybody go stream out more music on all the platforms. Everybody go follow him. My boy Steven Christoper.
All right, y'all.
Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. This is R&B Unfolded.
I switched up my position and made a decision. I put a line through it. Yo.